Hi, folks. Welcome again to this channel, the Pet Review. For first time viewers, you know what it is. It's about the built environment. We're talking architecture, interior design. We even talk about the relevance of building professionals, professional fees, drainage issues, flooding issues, landscape issues. In short, anything built. Now, for first time viewers, you're wondering why I use purple. I just want to talk about the significance of purple. We're talking inspiration, we're talking originality, we're talking good taste, we're talking luxury. You know what I'm saying? I think that the purple color is quite distinctive, and for me, it brings out what's in me. It's sort of my motivation for sharing my opinions in purple view format. You know what I'm saying? So welcome again to this channel. Now today's video is a very short one. I just wanted to digress a little bit on a topic that is on the minds of many Ghanaians, especially the building public. We're talking about the differences between aluminium windows and louver blades. Oh yes, louver blades. Now it's quite an interesting debate because lots of building pundits, lots of real estate agents don't like the louver blades, and Ghanaians have currently are thinking that a louver blade is colloquial, it's old school, and it lacks that visual aesthetic, it lacks that curb appeal. But I'm here to tell you that you're wrong, man. The louver blades, for this kind of climates that we have, this is a tropical climate, so the emphasis in the tropics is to allow free airflow, is to allow ventilation. Now the aluminum windows allow a lot of that. The louver blades allow a lot of that by virtue of the fact that you can regulate the blades, and allow the kind of ventilation that you want. You can also regulate the blades with regards to the incidence of solar radiation. One of the tips that I'll give you that would help with your curb appeal or the visual aesthetic is that instead of putting the mosquito netting in front of the louver blades, which more often than not gets dirty and it ruins the whole look of the elevation, you want to put the mosquito netting behind the louvers, so that the louvers are the main thing you see when you look at the window. So what it means is that you need to find a mechanism for the mosquito netting behind it, something that you can just fix and take out when you want to have access to the louvers. You take it out, regulate the louvers, and then you fix it back. Or you can have kind of a door frame behind the louver blades, and then you can open and close. Depending on what suits you best. And aside that, I think that if you do a timber architrave on the external facade of the window, that will also improve that curb appeal. So louver blades are actually a very good window type for the tropics. Now, depending on your finances, you can also look at aluminium louver blades, and this I have an example here. This is an example, and with this one, you regulate the louvers this way, with this knob here, and then you want to close it. And with this type of aluminium louver blades, you can have even the electronic type, where as soon as you press a button, these louvers open up, and closed. And then if you also notice, they are reinforced. These are actually reinforced. You can see these bars in there, so they're quite reinforced. So these are not glass per se. These are kind of reinforced vinyl. But as you can see, it has a certain kind of a curve appeal. So that's what it is. So that's an example. You don't have to go with the aluminium louver blades, if it's too out of the ordinary for you. But I just want you to know that louver blades is something that you can use for your residences. For corporate bodies, for larger buildings, you want to have the aluminium windows. But the problem in Ghana and the problem in this country is that a lot of people do aluminium windows. The sliding windows. A lot of people do sliding windows. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm talking about sliding windows. Now that is not the way to go. In the tropics, so you want to have as much as natural ventilation as possibly as you can. So if you slide the window, what it means is that you're getting only half, of actually what you need. So instead of going for aluminium windows, if you go in for casement windows, you go in for pivot kind of windows, then those are acceptable. Those will make you more comfortable. Now, aluminium windows is just not the way to go. Instead of aluminium windows, if you go with louver blades, you're definitely going to get a better form of ventilation. You're going to be more comfortable. And the only thing that I just explained about the only thing I talked about was about the visual aesthetic of the aluminium windows. But if you take the mosquito netting and put it behind the louver blades, and especially if you're using those Naco Deluxe. Naco Deluxe is a special kind of this hard plastic or hard vinyl louver blades that we have in town by Naco. It's manufactured by Naco. Those are really look good, and they have these tinted glass louver panes. You can use that, and then that will be exposed. You put the netting behind it, and then you have your timber architrave that goes all the way around. Or sometimes you can have the louver blades, and then you can have an aluminium architrave on the outside. An aluminium architrave instead of a timber architrave. You can have an aluminium architrave on the outside. That will also improve the visual aesthetic, or the curb appeal of the louver blades. So just a short tip for you guys, and I'm sure a lot of people are just wondering, what I'm going to say about the advantages and disadvantages. But the idea, I know a lot of people like aluminium windows, but as long as you're opting for casement windows, you're opting for those ones are a little bit more expensive. So lots of people don't want to go in for that. They would rather go in for the if you're going for the sliding windows, then definitely you should have some sort of artificial ventilation. You should have air conditioning. And if you don't have air conditioning, the ideal window type to go for is casement windows or pivot windows that can open at a 60 to 45 degree angle to allow in more airflow. But if you can't afford those kinds of windows and you want to go in for aluminium windows, you definitely want to go for louver blades. You can have the louver blades instead of a timber frame. You go in for an aluminium frame. So this is just a short video, and I thought I'd share that with you. It's been a while, and thank you all for subscribing to this channel. For those of you who have subscribed, I say a big thank you. But those of you who are new to this channel, I'll urge you to subscribe to this channel to keep the information flow going. Thanks folks for watching, and I'll talk to you again.